As a newly minted sergeant, the pressure is on Joe Kenda to crack a seemingly impossible case.
Everyone is waiting to see how this was all going to work out now that I was the boss. At that point in my career, I'm not new at homicide, but I'm new at running one.
He basically didn't even have time to get out of bed before he was shot.
That image will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Please.
And with a pair of brazen killers on the loose, the odds of solving the case are slim.
Our focus is on catching these bastards. We don't know where they went or where they might go.
Just when all hope seems lost, Kenda hatches a daring plan.
This is your ass on the line, not mine. Yes, sir.
Nothing like that had ever been done before, and to my knowledge, nothing like that's ever been done since. The crime that upsets the public the most and draws the most attention from the press is the crime of murder. So the largest amount of pressure is reserved for me. Many people try to avoid it, but I wasn't that person. It was an adrenaline rush for me. I was always at my best when things were at their worst.
There's one thing that never changes: murder. A life has been taken. Their stories are now my stories. I'm Lieutenant Joe Kenda. I've solved over 387 homicides. Somebody has to take control. Somebody has to look out for the victim. I never know where a case is going to lead, but I'll never stop until it's solved.
A few hours before sunrise, two CSPD officers begin the early shift with their customary pit stop at a local diner.
So did you stay up and watch that game last night?
No, it's too late.
Whoa, check that out.
One of them looks out the window and sees a young lady running across the street towards a payphone.
They are thinking, this doesn't look quite right. Something is up.
Y'all finished up?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready to check it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Moments later, the officer's hunch proves correct.
Attention all units, we have a report of a shooting at 211 Morningside Drive.
Hey, that's just around the corner. Let's go.
6-2 Fox, we'll take care of it. We're in the area.
Here, hurry!
They get there quickly, and lo and behold, they see the same woman who they just saw run past them.
Hurry!
There's a shooter in the house, ma'am.
No, that's my boyfriend. He's in the back bedroom.
Stay here.
Right away, they see a male laying half in, half out of the bed. And there was a very large gaping wound in his neck. On ambulance.
A few miles away, Sergeant Joe Kenda is getting a jump on his morning routine.
I was shaving. I was trying to consider what I was going to do today. I would try to organize my day before my people came to work so that I had some drift of what direction we were going to take.
This is Kenda.
They said they had a report of a shooting northeast side. They had several witnesses. My first thought was, well, my day just got planned for me.
Okay, I'm on the way.
For Kenda, this will be his first true test after a recent promotion to sergeant.
In 1984, I had just returned back to homicide, now as a supervisor. It's an opportunity for me to show everyone that I was more than capable of running these cases, and I was very focused on getting everything right.
Morning, sir.
Morning. So what do we got?
Could a deceased male shooting victim?
His name is John Roger Berg. He prefers to be called Roger. He's in his early 30s.
It's his girlfriend's house. Melinda Derringer. Both she and Roger worked at the Candlelight Inn.
The Candlelight Inn was one of the local topless nightclubs here in Colorado Springs at the time. Melinda and Roger both worked at the Candlelight. Roger as a disc jockey.
Roger was my elder brother. We worked at the Candlelight Inn. He was very personable with everyone who was there. People were easily drawn to him because of his kind nature and his outgoing personality.
Did the girlfriend see the shooting?
She did. She was in bed next to him. And her friend, Mary Jo, was here as well. But they're both too upset. I couldn't get anything from them.
All right, we'll give him a moment to calm down. Now, where's the body?
It's in the back bedroom.
Thanks.
I walk into the bedroom where the victim is. His feet are on the bed, his torso and his upper body are on the floor. The way it appears is he was either in the act of getting up or had been pulled up out of the bed before he was actually shot.
He turns his head a little bit.
The entrance wound is midline in the upper neck at the base of the skull. The exit is lower right neck, which would indicate downward angle.
It's a big wound. It's like a 357.
Looks that way.
Big bullets go in like a dime and come out like a cash register.
Did you find any shell casings?
No, nothing yet.
As Kenda inspects the body, he notices a dark brown powder burn around the entrance wound.
Would determine that this was a close shot. This was a contact wound. The muzzle of that weapon was right up against the back of the victim's neck when that gun was fired.
Well, whoever shot him wanted to make sure they didn't miss. All right, keep looking. I know it might look clean, but I want to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yes, sir.
Looking at this crime scene, nothing appears to be out of place, nothing appears to be disturbed. It appears the only purpose for this invasion is the death of Roger Berg.
Sergeant, found this slug behind the bed.
When I see the slug, it looks like a .357 Magnum. It's not some cheap, small, semi-automatic pistol commonly carried by burglars. This is somebody that understands guns and has moved up the ladder to a large caliber.
I think it's time we had a little chat with the ladies in the living room, see what they know about all this.
I want to see if these two women are emotionally able to talk to me now. They were very distraught when I arrived.
So how are they? Either one of them ready to talk?
Well, Melinda's still pretty upset. I want to try with Mary Jo first.
I want to bring her to the kitchen. I want to talk to her privately.
Yes, sir.
But before Kenda can ask Mary Jo a single question, she makes a shocking confession.
It's all my fault.
Wait, what's all your fault?
He's dead because of me. I let him in.
Oh, really? Well, who might him be? We're investigating the death of Roger Berg, who's been shot in his girlfriend's bedroom in a quite vicious way. And we have a companion staying in the place who now has told me that she let this person into this house and might even be involved in it.
Let's start with why you were here last night. Do you live here as well?
Melinda and I were just friends. I knew her from work. I just happened to be staying there that night because it was late.
You want to tell me what happened?
So I got off my shift and got home before Melinda. And when I got here, this guy, Dave, was already here.
According to Mary Jo, Dave is an on-again, off-again boyfriend of Melinda Derringer's.
Hey, Dave.
Hey. Melinda said I could come over and just wait until she got off work.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, come on in.
Thanks.
Dave being there, I think it was just a matter of him wanting to see her. I don't recall Melinda saying anything about having a date with Dave that night.
So she and Roger weren't exclusive? They weren't boyfriend-girlfriend?
I've only started, dating, recently.
Their relationship was just developing, but she seemed happy when she was with Roger, when she talked about him.
And then what happened?
I let Dave in and we were just kind of hanging out until Melinda got back.
So, still talk to Bobby?
Oh, no. Bobby got fired like 2 weeks ago.
Dave!
What's up, Melinda?
Mary Jo says that Melinda comes home, but Melinda is with Roger Berg. David appears to be shocked that Melinda is with this individual.
Hey, Dave, come on.
Melinda talks with David for a few minutes. She doesn't know what they said to each other. And David leaves.
See you in the morning.
Night. Good night.
Melinda and Roger went off to bed, and according to Mary Jo, everything seemed fine.
I was in the living room. They went into Melinda's room. It didn't seem like I had been asleep that long. When I hear a knock at the door, I looked out, saw that it was Dave. Didn't think anything of it.
Did you forget something?
Where's Melinda?
She's back sleeping and probably doesn't want
Come on.
to see you. Or...
I went to close the door. Someone else came in with him that I didn't see when I first looked through. I heard voices. They were muffled through the wall, but I couldn't hear what was being said or who was saying what. Next thing I know, I heard pop. When I first heard that shot, I didn't know what had happened.
They shot Roger! They shot Roger!
I walked into the bedroom. Roger was on the side of the bed. That image will haunt me for the rest of my life.
I shouldn't have let him in. This is my fault. I should have known better.
I felt that Roger got shot because I had opened the door. Had I not opened that door, things could have been different.
Now, this other guy that was with Dave, do you know who he is?
No, I've never seen him before.
Can you describe him for me?
Shorter than me. Little stocky. Black hair, beard, 20s.
All right, well, thank you for your help.
So now I think we've gotten off the ground here in this case. Melinda is the source of whatever happens here. Now it's time to talk to Melinda and find out who these people are.
Mary Jo already told me a little bit about you and Roger. What about you and Dave? I'm sorry, I don't know his last name.
It's Dave Bowman. We went out a few times, but I was never into him or anything, and I told him it's off, you know?
Melinda says that she decided to break it off. David didn't want to do that, despite her telling him on more than one occasion that she was no longer interested in seeing him in any capacity. He would come into the club, and he would talk to her or try to, and she again would rebuff him. But she said it didn't seem to matter, that David continued to pursue her affections, and she explained that she made it clear to him on more than one occasion that that was not going to happen.
Now, the guy that came back with Dave the second time, do you know him?
Yeah, that's Vinny. It's Dave's friend.
So his first name is Vinny, and David has the last name, and it's Bowman. We are certainly moving forward now.
And what happened the first time Dave left?
Roger and I go into the bedroom and go to sleep.
Get up.
The hell, man?
She said that Vinny has a gun in his hands, and that David Bowman says to Roger, you have 30 seconds to get out of that bed. Roger has a gun on the bedstand, although it isn't loaded. The magazine for it is there, but it's not in the weapon. As he begins to reach for that gun, Vinny advances toward Roger, puts him in a headlock, in her words, and fires his gun into his neck. They then turn and run out of the room. So now my focus is on where are they? Where is David and Vinny?
You know what kind of car Dave has, or what either of them drive?
Dave drives a red truck.
She said David Bowman drives his work truck. It's a red truck, and it has the name of the company on the door, but I don't remember what it is.
They're probably together. I mean, they're roommates, I think.
Do you know where?
Yeah, you want the address?
Please.
This case is moving right along. We might be able to arrest them rather quickly and resolve this quickly. We immediately dispatch cars to that address to surveil it to see if they have gone home or if they are going to return there. David is in his late 20s, so he has this appearance of a tall, thin guy with long hair and a beard. Vinny is shorter than David, with dark hair and a full beard.
With the surveillance team in place, Kenda shifts his focus to a difficult task: informing Roger Berg's brother of his murder.
Sergeant Kenda gave me the details as to what happened. Of course, my breath was taken away. I was hurt, left with a very empty feeling. With a very empty feeling inside.
He was very close to his brother. He has always been devoted to Roger and vice versa.
Roger was more of an intellectual. He wasn't into sports. He was into the music. He was into painting. He was into writing. He was a person whose life was taken just way too early.
On his way back to headquarters, Kenda gets a call from the surveillance team.
Any signs of life there?
Well, somebody's home. We can see somebody moving around inside the house.
How about the truck Melinda described?
No, there's a car in the driveway, but the truck's nowhere to be seen. Hold on. Somebody's getting into the car.
The surveillance team reports that he is tall, he is thin, he has long hair. This is probably David Bowman.
All right, go ahead and grab him. Be careful.
They follow him until he's out of view of the home. They conduct a felony stop on this car, which means guns drawn. They assume they're contacting somebody wanted for murder.
Get out of the car. Let me see your hands.
This is going to be the moment when somebody lives or dies or gets arrested. And maybe it's the moment where we have one of the two we're looking for.
Police say two men knocked on the door of apartment 15 at 4380 Morning Sun. They were let in, a fight broke out, and one of the suspects shot a 32-year-old man in the neck.
So we have come quickly forward from a man shot to death in a bedroom to knowing the first and last name of the two people responsible for this crime. We know where they live, and we have just stopped a vehicle leaving that house containing someone who matches the physical description of David Bowman, suspect number 1.
Sir, get out of the car. Let me see your hands.
Step out of the car.
What's your name?
Sean Norris.
Do you know a David Bowman?
Yeah. I mean, he rents from me. What's going on?
He is a person who lives in the house with those guys, but he hasn't seen them since the prior day.
Go ahead and take him back to the car.
He is still useful to us.
Did I do something?
He's not what we were hoping for, but he'll do nicely for intelligence information.
Can you tell me about David Bowman?
He lives with me. He's lived with me for a while.
And how about Vinny?
He just moved in.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
His last name is Spoto. I guess they were friends in Vegas and they knew each other there.
What do they do for work? What's the matter, Sean? You seem a little nervous. What's going on?
Yeah, Dave had regular work, but I think they both made extra money dealing.
He says Vinny sells cocaine and David sells cocaine. He has seen him do that. Vinny carries a gun to protect himself in the drug business.
All right, Sean, well, I appreciate the cooperation. If you hear from them, let us know. They're extremely dangerous.
Okay, I will.
Sean Norris's tip prompts Kenda to expand his search all the way to Vegas.
It's David Bowman and Vinny Spoto. They're both in their 20s, long hair, beards.
Las Vegas police confirm that both Spoto and Bowman have had run-ins with Nevada law enforcement.
Right.
They announced that Spoto, extensive criminal history. He's known to often carry weapons. He's known to sell narcotics, just like Sean says. Describe David as small-time offenses, thievery of various types, nowhere near the level of criminal activity that Mr. Spoto possesses.
Okay, great. Can you send me whatever photos you have on file of these guys? Yeah, I need to find them fast. They're wanted for murder out here.
At this point, David Lee Bowman and Vincent Joseph Spoto are fugitives from justice, and the assumption is they have fled the jurisdiction. So then the case becomes a chase.
Hey, Sarge, the witness, Melinda, that was with Roger Berg, she called, and she remembered the name of the company that was on David Bowman's truck, A1 Rental Services.
All right, great.
The managers are Richard Bowman. I guess Richard and David must be related.
All right, let's swing by, see what they have to say. Richard Bowman?
Yes, sir.
I'm Lieutenant Kenda from the Colorado Springs Police Department. You related to David?
Yeah, he's my brother.
He describes David in general terms as the black sheep of the Bowman family.
What did he do this time?
He was involved in a murder.
A murder? Unbelievable. Let me guess. Vinny Spoto's involved too.
Richard has met Vinny. He considers Vinny to be a hardened criminal. He tells David, stop associating with him. You don't need that. Stay away from him.
Any idea where I can find him?
Not a clue. Maybe Pueblo? My parents live there. That's where we grew up.
We believe he might have fled in one of your company trucks.
Damn it.
Do you have the license plate number?
Sure. Let me go grab the tag.
Nice.
Because it's company-owned, Richard has all the records on the vehicle, including the Colorado plate number, the VIN number.
Here's all the information.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
So it's fully identified and thus can be broadcast statewide and surrounding states as possibly containing two individuals wanted for murder. We are almost home. All we need is them by the throat. I'm hopeful that they continue to operate this vehicle. Maybe we're going to get lucky and we're going to find them cruising down some highway. Some alert state patrolman or some alert policeman is going to see that truck, check the plate, look at the two guys inside, and we're going to have our people.
Back at headquarters, Kenda gathers his team to form a plan of attack.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Les, I need you to reach out to Pueblo County, give them all the truck information, make sure they get the pictures. Ellen, stay in touch with Las Vegas. These guys already have a leg up on us, so we need to catch up now.
When people run, they run to predictable places. They run to where they can get help, where they can get money, where they can get hidden, where they can feel comfortable.
By the following morning, Kenda's decision to reach out to authorities in David Bowman's hometown of Pueblo has paid off.
411 dispatch, I think we got that red truck over here at Executive Inn. Bathroom clear.
Clear in the back.
So Pueblo PD forced entry into the room expecting to find these people in bed or in the room, and no one's in the room, it's empty.
I'll take a look through some of this stuff if you want to check the bathroom.
They find a few clothing receipts and a half-eaten pizza and a few other things. They collect all of that as evidence.
Hey, Doug, come look at this.
What's up? Damn it.
They look in the sink and they see something in there that is significant that's going to make this job even more difficult than it was to start with.
For exclusive footage, go to investigationdiscovery.com.
We're on the search for David Bowman and Vincent Spoto for the murder of Roger Berg. We are involving every agency we can think of because now we truly don't know where they are. So they're in the system everywhere as wanted for murder.
Not 50 miles south of Colorado Springs, Pueblo police have spotted David Bowman's truck in a motel parking lot.
They go into the bathroom and look around. There's no people in the bathroom, of course. These people are not in this room, anywhere in this room.
Hey, Doug, come look at this.
What's up?
You're not gonna believe this. Look at this thing.
Damn it.
They see hair, most likely facial hair because it's coarse. Now, both these individuals wear beards. Well, obviously, they've shaved them off.
We better call Colorado Springs, tell them they've changed their appearance.
They're smart enough to alter their appearance. We also have the problem of them abandoning our best lead to them, which is the truck. This is going to make this a lot more challenging.
For Kenda, this development adds to the already mounting pressure he's feeling as a newly minted sergeant.
Should we make composites?
No, sure. What do you think, Sergeant?
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
I'm still new at supervising. I'm not new at homicide, but I'm new at running one.
Kenda, come here.
Yes, sir?
What do you think? We're going to catch these guys or not?
I have everything under control, sir. I'm confident we'll bring them in.
All right, keep me posted.
Yes, sir.
So I have a captain who is confident in me, but he's also legitimately nervous. He wants this to resolve, and he wants it to do so quickly.
Feeling the heat, Kenda turns to the one person he believes can help him locate the suspects, David Bowman's mother.
His mother has a relationship with him, most likely. Mothers have more relationship with sons than fathers do. Fathers have more relationship with daughters than mothers do. It's kind of the way it goes. I'm familiar with that. So I'm thinking Mom would be an excellent place to begin. I go see Mom in Pueblo, and I talk to her like a Dutch uncle.
Do you know where David is?
I don't know where he is. I really don't.
I believe you. But I also believe he intends to reach out to you.
He's going to call you because he has to. He doesn't know where to turn, and he doesn't know what to do.
I mean, he's wanted for first-degree murder. Police all over the country are looking for him right now, and they consider him armed and dangerous. Here's my card. You can call me Collect.
I said, you're going to hear from him. Would you tell him what I said? And would you advise him as a mother would do? And that'll be enough for me. Goodbye, Mrs. Bowman. And I walked up.
Kenda is hopeful David Bowman will heed his mother's advice.
Detectives. Operate for Kenda.
I have a long-distance collect call from a David Bowman.
This is Kenda. Yes, put him through.
Oh, honey, I will accept the charges, absolutely. Put him on the phone.
Sergeant Kenda?
Yes, David?
My mom said you wanted to talk to me.
He's calling me. Mom worked. Mom worked.
Being on the run, especially on that kind of run, you just feel like a hunted animal, you know? Where they had us being armed and extremely dangerous, we were just scared and trying to figure out what to do, you know? And because something like that doesn't happen every day. And it certainly wasn't anything that we intended or planned to do. Which made it even more, you know, crazy.
So here's David. He gets on the phone. He's very emotional.
We didn't do anything, Sergeant Kenda. It was self-defense. He was gonna shoot us.
I have his gun as proof.
Who was going to shoot you?
Roger.
The guy in bed with Melinda.
I wanted to contact the Colorado Springs police, like Joe Kenda, and one of the first things I wanted to do was let them know that Melinda was not telling the truth. It was all over the news. Melinda's account of what happened.
Berg was with a 19-year-old Melinda Derringer who lived in the apartment. The men drove away in a red Ford pickup licensed to A1 Rentals. Police aren't sure of a motive, but jealousy is a possibility since one of the suspects is a former boyfriend of Miss Derringer.
And I was shocked how it was being told on television that wasn't what happened.
Dave, you need to turn yourself in. Where are you?
I'm in Vegas.
But as the conversation continues to unfold, Kenda begins to question if David is truly calling from Sin City.
I hear a noise in the background that I recognize. It's a subway train. They don't have a subway in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's in New York, and he's on a payphone. Finally, he admits where he is.
After we got to New York, the pressure became a lot less. I mean, we actually felt like we could breathe and think and relax and then talk to the police and give them our side of the story.
I want to help you.
Listen, Sergeant.
I gotta go. I'll call you tomorrow.
Wait, David. David.
So what are we going to do now?
We're going to wait, talk to him, convince him to come in. That's what we're going to do.
Over the next few days, I have multiple phone calls with David, and my intent is to establish a relationship. I want him to believe me that I'm not going to hurt him. I want to convince him that what I told his mother is what I'm telling him. So he is hearing a consistent story from me. He is hearing a consistent story from me that's consistent with what his mother told him. So he tends to relax a little bit over those phone calls. And he tends to be a little more confident.
So where's Vinny? Is he with you?
No, I don't know where he is.
He might be with his family.
So now David is alone and afraid in New York City. And the only person he can talk to other than his mother is me. I think maybe I can get him to come back to Colorado.
David, I want you to fly back and turn yourself in. The department will pay for your ticket. And I'll personally be there waiting for you to make sure nothing happens.
Okay.
But you understand, it was self-defense. I have Roger's gun with his prints on it to prove it.
The main thing was to let them know that there was another gun involved and that this was not an execution, that this was a self-defense situation. And that's what I wanted to get out there. And I figured, you know, having his gun, and then when it was indeed registered to him, that was important.
He is still obsessing about the gun he possesses. I let him obsess. I don't say anything about it.
All right, well, so the ticket will be at the airport.
You're gonna be there, right?
I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
He's coming home.
Kenda is confident his plan will work, but his boss has doubts.
Okay. Right. Right. Yes, sir.
You want to see me, sir?
On this Bowman thing, let me see if I've got this right. You expect this guy just to get on a plane, come in here, and just turn himself in to us?
Yes, sir, that's the plan.
That's never going to work.
I believe it will, sir.
My captain is having an aneurysm. He can't believe I'm talking to this guy. He can't believe the NYPD has not descended on every payphone in every subway station in New York City, as if that were even possible, and that they should have physically arrested him or shot him or whatever it is they're going to do. But I'm still able to control this, and as long as I am, I'm going to continue to do so.
All right. Look, when this thing goes bad, this is your ass on the line, not mine.
Yes, sir.
The following evening, my captain accompanies me to the Denver airport because he remains convinced this plan is insane and it's not going to work. The aircraft arrives. It is a huge airplane. There are 300 people on this flight. We are watching everyone get off, and David Bowman is not among them.
So where the hell is he, Kenda?
My captain is looking at me in a certain way. He doesn't have to say it, that I'm about to no longer be a supervisor in homicide. After a number of phone calls over a period of several days, I believe I have convinced David Bowman to return to Colorado at my expense so he can be arrested. No one believes this is going to happen except me, but I believe that it is. My captain is with me. His purpose in coming along is to gloat and take action when the plan fails, because in his opinion, the plan is doomed.
He's not coming. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's give him a minute.
We're standing here when I see a guy standing by himself, and he's carrying this plastic bag that says, "I love New York." And it's David, tall, skinny guy with a frightened look on his face, beard or no beard. It was obvious to me it was him.
David?
You Sergeant Kenda?
Come here.
I waited till everybody got off the plane so everybody'd be gone, just to avoid any, drama.
Really David Bowman?
My captain is absolutely shocked that this plan has worked perfectly.
This way.
We walked off to the security office. They Mirandized me and asked me if I wanted to make a statement or if I wanted to wait until I saw my attorney, and I said, no, I'll make a statement. And I made a 32-page statement.
Let's start from the beginning. How did you end up at Melinda's house the night of the murder?
She invited me, simple as that. Saw her at the club. She said to just go over to her place and wait for her till she got off.
And what happened?
So I'm over there waiting for her. And then she shows up with Roger. She just apologizes and makes some excuse, but ultimately I just left.
I got in the truck and I drove back to the house. And as I drove back, I became more angry and I was trying to figure out what I should do.
When I got to the house, Vinny was there. What are you doing back? I thought you were in Melinda's.
I proceeded to tell him what had taken place.
I plan on going back over there and just making her choose, man. Me or him. Yeah, you should go back. Look, I'll go with you. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Whoa, what's that, man? It's a gun?
And I said, no, dude, I don't want you to do it. But we kind of went back and forth, and finally I agreed, okay, you come with and you bring the gun. I made a big issue out of telling him. I said, Vince, are you gonna promise me? I'm telling you, whatever you do not pull that gun out on this guy, okay? You do not pull that gun out. It's my beef, it's my girlfriend. I just want you there to cover my back, okay? That's all I want you to do.
I'm not gonna use it. You promise? Yeah. Just for backup. Let's go.
And what happened?
Well, me and him head back to Melinda. Get up. Vinny and I go into the bedroom and I turn on the light.
I looked at him and I said, hey, I says, you and I have something to discuss. And he kind of, looked at me and he says, you pick a better time, and lays his head back down. And I kind of laughed.
How about you put your pants on, get out of bed?
Why don't you get the out of here? Boy, shut the up.
Whoa!
And that's when he started to reach back to the headboard of the bed. While I'm saying that, Berg's popping the clip in. This grabbed Roger and jammed that 357 to his temple very aggressively and told him, chill out, I got you, drop your gun. And he immediately tried to turn his gun on Vince, and the gun slid from his temple to his neck, and then the gun discharged. I knew right away that he was dead. It's just something you'll never forget. It's ingrained into your soul. Melinda was hysterical, just screaming. All hell had broken loose, and I just wanted to get the hell out of there. That was my first just instinct, was, but I got to get out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Vince reached over, grabbed Roger's gun.
So Vinny's gun, where is it? Does he have it?
No, we ditched it when we were driving.
I gotta tell you, Dave, not everything you're saying makes sense.
But I told him, Melinda says there was no arrangement for you to be there. He says she's lying about that. I further say to him, so you and Vinny, who are armed, show up in this apartment uninvited, throw on a bedroom light, and confront these people in bed, but yet you're acting in your own defense. Is that what you're telling me?
He was gonna shoot us. You have his gun as proof.
Roger's gun is meaningless. The gun is in response of Roger engaging in self-defense, not Vinny and not David Bowman.
I think I've heard enough, David. What do you think, Captain?
Sergeant, I think you've got your man.
We finally finished with this because there's no point in continuing, and I announced to him that he's under arrest for first-degree murder. And he winds up going to the El Paso County Jail.
Once I came back and they got my side of the story, I didn't think they were going to formally charge us.
Back at the station, Kenda receives an enthusiastic reception from his team.
Way to go, Sarge.
When I got back there and I had David Bowman by the arm, they broke into a round of applause. So they were quite amazed that this actually worked. That moment produced the remainder of my career as a supervisor in homicide. All of a sudden, I wasn't the new supervisor, I was the boss. Everyone thought that that was so amazing. They then believed I could do amazing things. The captain thought so, and so did they.
In the following days, the final and most important piece of the puzzle falls into place.
Vincent Spoto was finally arrested in New York City by the NYPD. He was extradited back to Colorado. He was tried and convicted of second-degree murder and received 17 years in prison. I never discuss prison sentences or why things are done the way they are, and it's not my job. I am often disappointed by sentences that are meted out, but it's not my area of concern. My area of concern is to find who and provide them to a court of law, and that's what I did.
As for David Bowman, he pleads guilty to the lesser charge of accessory to murder and receives an 8-year sentence.
I want to state for the record, as I've always said, I had absolutely no intention of killing anyone. I don't want to see anybody lose their life for something like that.
I think that David Bowman's jealousy overtook his sense of the right and the wrong of what he was really doing. They took something away that will never come back. You never deal with death easily. It's hard to think of a future without somebody in your life. And pretty much the innocence was taken away.
There is a stone in the pond effect with murder. The ripples never end. Roger Berg had a future. He's loved and missed by everyone. All these people get affected. Over what? Over a slight? Over an insult? Over a relationship that never really became a relationship? Over nothing. Over nothing at all.